Hello there and welcome back to Minecraft. In the previous episode I was down digging for diamonds and I had some success off camera. I've changed this a little bit. I've lowered that platform a bit and so now it's a kind of a step up and then a ladder down. So I quite like that. I quite like that a lot. Yeah, I did a bit more digging off camera, found some more diamonds. In this episode, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build an awesome little place for an enchanting table, because there's not really enough space in here for an enchanting table and all the books. I don't know, I mean, I could maybe try building a mezzanine, but it's just going to be too crowded. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to build a dedicated wizard's tower. It's going to come off the top of this promontory here. I'm hoping it's not going to be too overbearing, but, you know, we'll give it a go. So I got some cobblestone smelting up. I'm going to be using a little bit of stone in this build. So let's get up to the top and see what we're looking at. So I think this tree here's got to go. What I'm planning on doing for this is it's gonna look all kind of crooked and wibbly and all sort of falling over and decrepit and other such nice things. So the base of it, let me see. I think I'm going to need to use a little bit of dirt to just pack this out here. So yeah, the bottom section is going to be a sort of a 3x3 square. So let's pop yes, no, interior 3x3. Yeah, I was right. I did need to put this here. So there's going to be 3 there, 1, 2, 3 there, and then the other one's going to be in that little space. 1, 2, 3 there. And then what I'm going to have is there's going to be an entrance, probably just about here. I'll need to fill that in at some point. And then I'm going to make use of some stone bricks. So they're going to go in sort of this location here. Yeah, pop that one there. So this first floor is going to go fairly straightforwardly. 3 up and then out, so I'll just complete this all the way around. All right, and then I think a little bit of cobblestone around the bottom. So I'm going to use a mixture of different materials for this. Some cobblestone, some stone bricks. I think it'll give it a nice little mix of appearances. So yeah, this is going to be the ground floor. And then it's going to go up in this corner, I think, to the first floor, which is where things are going to start to get a little bit wonky. But first, things are getting a little bit dark, so let's just go and sleep till morning. One difficulty I do have with this shader pack is I find it quite difficult to really recognise when it's dark enough to sleep. So I do sometimes find myself kind of wandering around in my house, waiting for it to be actually properly, completely night. Anyway, floor the second. So let's use all stone bricks. Oh, hello. Let's use all stone bricks for the floor. Is this a bit cramped down here? I think, you know what, I think I want to go up a little bit higher. Okay, so this room is then going to have a 5x5 floor space, which gives me enough room for the enchanting table and the bookshelves. But yeah, as I say, I want it to sort of feel like it's kind of just sort of falling over a little bit and there's only magic keeping it up. Incidentally, the view from here is really rather spectacular, isn't it? That's worked out very nicely. I'm not going to use glass in the windows up here. I'm going to use entirely iron bars just to continue that aesthetic. So the 5x5 floor area, so I've got 4 there. So let's continue that out to there and out to here, I think. So let's paint all that in. And you know what? I'm just going to leave those cobblestone bits there. I think they help to make things look a little bit more wonky. Now, the floor is actually going to be higher at this side than that side. So the enchanting table is going to go smack in the middle there. But then I'm going to have a step down. And this is going to be at a lower level. I'm telling you, it's going to be crazy wonky. It's going to be brilliant. Just leave a little bit up there just to make things look, again, just a little bit broken. So that's the 5x5 area. And let's bring that down as well. So yeah, I'm going to want some steps of some sort just to encourage that. You know, let's start on the walls, I think. So then we've got this 5x5 area. So I'm going to kind of continue the motif I've got going downstairs with cobblestone pillars in the corner. So if I pop that there and there, and then pop a cobblestone pillar in that space, then I'll continue doing this all the way around. So this one, in fact, is just there. 1, 2, 3, 5. And finally here in this space. So I think this has got a very suitable amount of lean here. And let's go for triple cobblestone blocks along each side. And you know what? If I don't get this absolutely perfect, it actually doesn't matter, because you know, part of the charm of this is the fact that things are all just a little bit wonky. So this is the wall here. So that's 1, 2, 3. And that's interesting. We've got this overlap here. Yes. Oh, well, actually, no, that's deliberate. That's then going to step back in. It's bonkers. You know what? I think I'm going to fill in some of these cobblestone pillars, because that'll help me see what I'm doing. They define the corners, you see, and I need some downstairs as well. See these gaps here? They need to be filled. And that one there is getting covered up by the uncanny lean. And that one there, yeah, I think that's nice. And then here, yeah, I'm going to go and make some stone brick steps, because that's an important part of everything. Incidentally, you may notice I'm now at level 30, and that's from all the mining that I did off camera. So I really don't want to die too soon, because I'm planning on doing some pretty nifty level 30 enchanting at the first available opportunity. So yeah, let's make a step there. Come on, pop it on. There we go. And one over here as well. Ouch. And that's upside down. Upside down generally doesn't work out too well. Bit of light in here, I think. Let's pop them high up. All right, I think I should start focusing on getting the walls of this correct, just in case I have made a huge mistake and I need to do some recalculation. So there's going to be stone brick pillars there, filled in with cobble. I'm not 100% certain this is going to look good. But you know, that's part of the fun of it, isn't it? It's the exploration, it's discovery. One too many there. I'm not the kind of person who builds stuff in a creative world to check that it all works. And then, well, actually, no, that's not entirely true. Sometimes I am. But no, on this occasion, I'm not. Right, so let's finish off this sloping floor. This is one of the important features. So let's get that in there. Let's make that go sideways. See, I'm hoping I'll put the enchanting table in the middle there. Bookshelves will fit in around. I'll still be able to get the level 30 enchants, but it'll just have that nice kind of slightly wonky look to it, which suggests that it's neglected in some way. You know, the wizard has maybe been out on tour, and yeah, the people he left to look after his tower didn't do a very good job. I need some iron bars. I need some iron bars to do the placeholder windows. Let's make that happen. I don't want to waste too much iron, so I'm just going to make 2 units of this. Still uses quite a fair bit of iron, and if it turns out I only needed 16, then I'll be sorry. How is this looking? It's looking quite wonky. I think some upside down stairs might help to mitigate that somewhat. If I pop them there. Ow! Fell on my plants. And I don't want to cover up that pillar there. Well, you know, what I'll do is I'll get the basics of this in place. That definitely wants to be replaced by stairs. I'll get the basics of this in place, and then we can go around and tidy it up. And if it feels like I've overdone it on the wonky, then I can fix it then. While I'm here, let's make a proper floor. Okay, so the question is wide windows or narrow? I feel like narrow windows would make more sense. I mean, it's going to restrict my view somewhat, but it seems to have a bit more of a logic to it. You know, because obviously wizards have, you know, they got to keep an eye on the heating bill. So they can't afford to have huge, great big windows, making the place all cold. Yeah, and then the stone along the top, I think. Let's just use some ladders to get up here so I can continue that little arrangement for the rest of the way around. Okay, so yeah, this is looking fairly solid. So now all that remains is to bring it up to a suitable roof. And I think it has to be a point, doesn't it? I could take some of those iron bars downstairs and use them. Just the fact that I've got 24 of these in my inventory is kind of taunting me, saying, you made too much, you made too much. I know actually I did make too much. I've still got more than 16 left. Darn it. Right, a roof. But again, is it going to be nighttime soon? I'm so bad at judging. Maybe I should make a clock. After all, that is in the game. Yeah, I think I need to go and get some sort of scaffolding material. Because trying to build a pointed roof without any sort of support, it's hard work at the best of times. And yeah, there's going to be a stair, sort of steps leading up here, so I don't need to jumpy jump every time. Right, so I've got plenty of dirt. So I think the logical thing to do here is just scaffold out the entire thing, and then I can just lay some stone on top of it. Now the wonkiness, that's going to make things a little trickier. But, you know, I like a challenge. So it must be a fairly tall point. So maybe going up 2... Is that too ambitious? Going up 2 with each be round. Like that. And then that. 2 pointy. If anything, not pointy enough. Right, let's get that middle stuff back. And then 2 up there. Yeah, okay, that feels a bit more like it. Let's just make sure it's a little bit lighter in here. Slap a couple of torches down. Right, so let's now start putting stone around this. So, might need to do some making. Okay, let's make a little workbench up here. To be honest, it would actually be worthwhile to have a workbench up here permanently anyway. So let's do that. Right, I need more stairs. Quite a lot of stairs will I need for this. Let's make a start. Yeah, material's definitely an issue. Right, need to go back and do some more smelting. All right, next layer. Okay, I'm going to leave that open for now just while I'm building it. All right, so now we need to, I think actually, rather than doing a layer of steps there, I wanted to do a layer of plain bricks so that things don't go up too slowly. All right, and then this next one is the layer where we have the steps. Yes. And then another layer of just brick. And a final layer of step. And finally, something kind of spiry. Is one going to be enough? Might need another one. How do I get up there? Because... All right, so let's now just fill in the gaps if we can remember which bits go where. One of them, one of them. That's going to be a step, and that's going to be a brick. How's this going to work? How is this going to work? I'll have to place it from the outside. All right, clear away the dirt and see what we've got left. Now, one thing it has revealed is some gaps. But again, yeah, that's part of the charm, isn't it? I think maybe having a hole or two exposing this shovels, exposing this place to the outside world, that might be aesthetically pleasing. You know, in keeping with the whole decrepit theme. So let's run with that. Maybe not quite that much though. Maybe just that much. Yeah, that's a far more reasonable amount of decrepit. Another thing I am planning on doing is off camera going back to that swamp, gathering some vines, making that part of the exterior. All right, so interior wise, this is kind of pretty much what I wanted. That's definitely not what I wanted. Let's go and see how it looks from the outside. See how close I've come to achieving my vision for this. Okay, the overhang is a little bit more drastic than I was really going for. And in fact, from here, that just kind of looks a little bit formless. That's just looking... yeah. Yeah, there's too much overhang. This bit down here looks just a bit boxy. So, I mean, if I try to get rid of some of that and maybe replace that with a couple of upside down steps, does that make things look better? Bit better, yeah. Either way, it's definitely nighttime now. Well, I'm missing some pillars up there, aren't I? Definitely need them to complete that shape. Does it look like it's falling into the river? I suppose it does. It certainly looks very ungainly, but there's voids, aren't there? There's gaps that I've forgotten about. This bit here. I definitely want to make sure that the bits closest to the house are correct. It's yeah. Let's go up on a pillar. All right, let's fill in that gap. And can I get around the side? Can I put one sideways on there? Come on, I want to really get the... There we go. That might do it. Slap another one of those on there. Okay, that's looking a little bit better. Let's get back down again. Yeah, you know what? That's maybe if I want to bring ground level down one block, make that supporting bit a little bit taller. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe this is just a bit stubby. Okay, well that's something we can easily do. Yeah, that's definitely helped. Yeah, a bit less stubby, or maybe I'm just looking at it so much that its hideousness is starting to become inapparent to my eyes. Either way, it's time to get down to business. Now, I've been happily growing reeds off in the background there, which means that I've now, I think, got enough to make a quite significant number of bookshelves. Let's try that out. One thing I do have is only 15 leather. I'm going to need 45 of that if I want to make all these bookshelves. So let's make some miserable cows. First off, before I do start slaughtering, let's do a little round of breeding. Okay, I've used up a huge bunch of wheat on there. I'm going to wait for the young ones to grow up before I go in there and start slaughtering with my axe. Meanwhile, where did I keep my diamonds? I think I put my diamonds in here. Yeah, there they are. So I want to take 3. I want to make my first diamond pickaxe. Like that. Okay. Don't want to use this too much because, you know, you never know. I might get lucky. I might get a fortune enchant right off the bat. So I'm just going to go down and gather the stuff I really, really need. That was a close one. So yeah, I did find some more diamonds. If I just continue down this main corridor, and there's something quite interesting to show as well. So here's the little seam of diamonds I found. And actually, if I just continued on a little bit further, I eventually got to... Oh, hold on, it's disappeared. Damn it. Where's it gone? I was sure that I eventually came to... Well, let's just drop down here. I was sure that while digging a little bit beyond these diamonds, I eventually came back to the place that I got to at the end of episode 3, which meant I was actually quite close to the diamonds after all, but things seem to disappear. Anyway, I do need one more diamond. Achievement get diamonds. Did I not get that in the previous episode? What's going on? Very strange. Anyway, I need some obsidian. I need 4 obsidian, so let's grab those. There's a bit of water here I can use. So there we are, 4 obsidian in my inventory. Let's head on back up. There's nothing else we need down here right now. Now, what is the best way to slaughter cows without doing things I didn't mean to? I think... Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Here's a plan. I'm going to place a block here. Okay. I'm going to place a ladder on either side of the block. One on this side. Okay, I can't place one there. All right, plan B. I know of another way. I know of another way to achieve what I want to achieve. It requires a small amount of wool. Fortunately, I have a small amount of wool. So with a small amount of wool, you can make a carpet like that, which is a perfect way of getting over fences that animals can't use. Watch this. Let's hope they haven't changed anything while I've been gone. So, bit of carpet there. I can jump up and over, and the animals can't. Alright, let's start getting some leather. So, currently carrying 15. You know what? Swipe. What have we got so far? Any leather here? Not seeing much. 19. 21. Have I even got enough cows in here to get me up to 45? I thought I had a lot of cows. 23. I might be accidentally hitting a few of the babies. But, you know, as long as I leave 2 cows in here to repopulate from, it'll be fine. I mean, to be honest, the main purpose for this cow farm was being able to farm up huge amounts of leather. So it served its purpose. One advantage of killing all these cows will be there will be a significant reduction in the amount of noise. And 45. Work here is done. Let's go to sleep. Safe in the knowledge that I'm a monster. Alright, so let's make our bookshelves. So the first thing we need is copious amounts of paper. To do that, these sugar canes need to be in a horizontal line? Yeah, in a horizontal line. Okay, inventory is foolish. Let's do something about that. Okay, 45 books. Here we go. 42. Yeah, I actually made a little bit more paper than I needed to, but that's okay. I do actually think I need one more. Is that true? Am I imagining that? Yeah, I need one for the enchanting table, don't I? I actually need 46 books. Oh, those cows. They thought my reign of terror was over. Turns out they were wrong. There we go. Okay, one more book. Gives 46. So let's make the enchanting table first. Let's grab that other diamond. Now it's all book on the top. 4 obsidians in a T. Diamond, diamond. Enchanting table. And I get an achievement. And then it's time for the bookshelves. Now, how many of these am I going to need? I'm going to need twice as many, so I'm going to need 90 planks. So I've overdone it slightly. $15 bookshelves. There's the librarian achievement. Let's put back some of the excess. Okay, let's head back up to this tower and let's place stuff down. Oh, I do also need some lapoobly boobly boo for enchanting. Have I got any in here? No, that's all down in the mine. Damn it. Well, okay, down to the mine I go. Get me lapis. Okay, 28 pieces of lapis down here. Very generous. Won't need anywhere near that much. Now, the thought does occur, I could actually do with some extra books for some enchanting. So, cows, there's going to be more of the same. Let's try and aim high. Try and go over the babies' heads. How many leather did that give me? 2. Seven, that'll do me. Plenty still to repopulate from. Okay, so here we are in the somewhat derelict looking wizard's tower. So enchanting table in the middle and then 15 bookshelves around it. So I want to sort of maximize the sort of aesthetic appeal of this. So I think one there. In fact, that needs to be attached to, yeah, that doesn't want to be kind of floating too much. 2 up there. Let's just check this. Okay. Yeah, that's giving me the first level of enchant so far. So let's slap some more down. I'm going to move this workbench because that's prime position for bookshelves. There. One up there. Pop that there. Definitely want to make sure all of these are at the right level for granting me enchants. Can't afford to waste any at this stage. So I think maybe these lights are going to have to go. Replace them with torches higher up on the wall. There we go. So if my calculations are correct, I should now be able to get level 30 enchants. I can't. What have I done wrong? Who's being blocked? All of these should be in the right position. What have I missed? Ah, it's because I'd only put 1 piece of lapis in there. There we go. That's right. That torch I'm never going to get. Right, let's try a 3-level enchant on the pick. Efficiency 3. I don't want that. So let's make some more books instead. Let's try and enchant those instead. So there we go. So let's try a level 1 book. Aqua Affinity. Okay. Well, that's going to use. Is that going to use 3 levels though? Which gets me down below 30. Don't want to do that. I think I'm probably better off just going for the level 30 and chancing it. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Just efficiency 3. Okay. Let's go for a protection book. Efficiency 2 book. Yeah, let's have that. I can make use of that. Sharpness, feather falling. Oh, feather falling's good. That's definitely good. More sharpness, more efficiency. So I don't have a sharpness yet, so I'll grab that for a sword. Projectile protection isn't very good. Right, well, let's just use 3 levels on that. Another sharpness. Okay, let's take that. That's going to help us out. Power for a bow, or sharpness 2. Now let's go for it. Let's do the sharpness. All right, so I'm all out of stuff for making books, but I have got some nice books there. My pickaxe, it's only efficiency 3, but you know, I'll be able to upgrade it. Anyway, that is all I wanted to do in this episode. Thank you very much for watching. In the next episode, I'm hoping that I can get my schedule to coincide with Jamie's, and we will go into the Nether together as a multiplayer episode. So fingers crossed, that's what you'll be seeing in the next episode. I just destroyed a pumpkin plant. That makes me sad. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and see you next time. Bye bye.